Well, hello there. I haven't noticed you watching. Hi guys. I started. The day started quite funny for me because I was talking to my parents and they were talking about rent and money and all the boring stuff. And then that just got me thinking. And I wanted to challenge myself. From this moment on till the end of the month, I will be trying to pay the rent monthly exclusively by poker winnings. This will be the first day of the challenge. As you can see, I played 2,500 hands because I had a off day of work, and I will be updating it daily. And the target is somewhere around 200 bucks by the end of February. So I will be keeping you posted. Now let's check these hands a bit. I had a pretty good day. I just played the standard. I played Zoom 16NL. Just a standard recap of the stats. So 21 VPIP, 17 preflop raise, a bit higher difference. I would like it to be around 18, 19, but it's still a fairly small sample. Okay, and let's go through a few hands. First, I would like to show you the graph. This is the graph. As you can see, I kind of dived into the Zoom play with aggressive mindset. I made some spews. I will show you. I will show you them, but mostly they were legit plays, and it's quite odd that this red line is this high. I think by the following days it will go down a bit. I hope the blue line will go above zero because this graph looks quite spewy, but I'm actually proud of it because I like this line going up this way. Okay, so I'll make this a short video. I will just go through a few hands. Not winning. We won't sugarcoat anything. Okay, I'll just check 5 losing hands, top five winning hands, and I'll call it a video. And I will be posting advanced, actually in more detailed analysis on the blog. Okay, so let's get this party going. My first spew, a bind and a half closely. So I'm in the big blind, under the gun raises, middle calls, everybody folds. Standard 3-bet here. I think I should have made it a bit bigger, around 2.5 or even 3. Okay, and I only have one caller. The guy that opened under the gun called me. When I see this, mostly I assume he has a middling pair. He has a capped range. I mean, he's not doing this with aces, kings, mostly because I blocked ace. Mostly because of his playing style, but added the fact that I also block aces and kings. I think he has queens at most likely tens, jacks, something like that. And this is the flop: 7, 5, 10. To spades, sorry. The sample size on this guy is pretty low, so I won't take it into consideration. I fire a c-bet, 1/3 of the pot, and he calls. Okay, now I think that if he had a set here based on the pre-flop action, he would have raised me. But if he played tens like this, well, that's a good play. He will have me trapped because this call looks pretty weak to me on this board texture. I mean, he can even yeah, he can call jacks, queens, but he doesn't have any initiative in the hand. Now the turn comes the 4 of spades. And here I decided to do a funny thing. It looks semi-spewy, but if you take the hand from the beginning, so he opened under the gun and he called my raise. So mostly I think what I was thinking here was he's having either a set of tens, maybe set of sevens, and I'm dead. Good luck to him. I mean, I'm not actually dead because I have the ace of spades, which plays a very important role here because I take out all his combos of let's say maybe ace king of spades, ace queen of spades. Any ace of spades is gone because of me. I decided to put pressure on his queens or jacks, and what I will be doing here will look spewy, and please let me know in the comments if you're actually watching, because I decided to put maximum pressure on his queens or jacks, and I shoved, and he ended up calling with a straight flush. And yeah, that's the first hand I want to show you. So if you just type the search bar CTOOO, look me up at the tables, guys. So free money up for grabs. Okay, sorry, next hand. Next hand that we will be talking about is this one. I will just skip through. Okay, so another open under a gun. I 3-bet from the button and the guy calls. Now I think I was tilting here, and I remember this hand. This hand looks a bit spewy. He opened under the gun, so his range is not capped. If someone had a capped range, it's my range. But he wasn't full stack to begin with, so I decided to apply some pressure. And now he checked raise me, which kind of means one of two things. So either he also has a flush draw, which I can probably fold by shoving, or I can gamble with by shoving. I don't know if I'm ahead of any viable flush draws from him. I mean, if he has a something of diamonds, I'm pretty dead here. Either he has an overpair to the board, like sixes through, let's say, actually through aces, because he is the one who is uncapped in this case. And in retrospect, I think what I did here was wrong. I should have called, because I decided again to put pressure on him, and again I shoved, and he called me with a set of fives. So good luck to him. Again, guys, CTOO at the table. Look me up. Free money up for grabs. Okay, button raise, standard squeeze from the big blind with ace queen offsuit. Now, what happens with this guy is he 4-bets me with sorry, I had to pause the vid for a minute. So this hand is a bad one. I don't know what I was saying earlier, but I kind of reflected on it while looking at the screen. This is a spew, because this is a clear fold here. This guy has a high fold to 3-bet percentage, even if it's a small sample. I should have folded here, but I ended up calling. And of course, I get the ace on the flop, and from there everything is just history, because my stack to pot ratio is actually under 1-to-1. So I just shove this turn and get called by ace king. Okay, another hand, and we will switch to the winning hands. I will just try to make this video under 15 minutes, because it's the first day. Tomorrow I will be adding live play. Actually, live play. I will record myself playing, so that will be new for me as well. Okay, so I 3-bet with nines from the small blind, 2 callers. I check. This guy opens, and now this guy bets big here, but I had a note on him. I saw him a few tables on some other tables. He was spewing a lot. He was doing weird raises, so I decided just to gamble and call. In the retrospect, I think I should have raised here, given this guy is very short and is kind of insignificant to this hand. So sorry, Vete. So yeah, I should have shoved here, or shove or fold. Call is calling is bad. And when the jack comes again, my stack to pot ratio is 1-to-1, close to 1-to-1. I have a gut shot based on this guy's tendencies. Again, I saw him on 2 hands when he spew called with bottom pair or ace high, so I thought he was doing the same here, and I shoved and he called, and I was correct on the flop, so he was spewing, but he ended up catching the jack, and it was no return from there. And the last hand with the last losing hand with the 8. Okay, so I 3-bet from the button. This guy calls. Okay, he checks. I fire 1/3 of the pot. He calls. Now his stack to pot ratio begins to dwindle. He checks, and I probably apply maximum pressure here just to get called by sixes or maybe under pairs, but I decided to check. Okay, so he shoves. He shoves. Okay, so in retrospect, with the tables closed, this looks like a clear race to me, but I didn't see that then, so I called and he had ace queen. I had no sample size on this guy. Okay, now the winning hand. Let's see. Okay, so I made a flush here. So from the losing side of the hands, two spewy hands in the top 5. One clear spew, another one debatable because of that guy's history, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I think it's still good. Okay, I flop a flush draw and the gut shot straight draw. I check with the intention of calling. No point in raising here, given that this guy is very aggressive, so I don't want to scare him away. My flush completes, and I check to the aggressor, which bets. Now I decided to make the pot bigger because of an eventual river shove to have my stack to pot ratio close to that, and he calls, and the 10 of spades is kind of insignificant for the hand, and I decide to go for the overbet just like I did when I was losing, so I play the same when I have and when I don't have. That's the beauty of my genius plays. And the guy calls, and he has a smaller flush, so this is bad, sorry guy. Another flush, so I had good luck with the clubs. Okay, I called in the button in position, and I decided to call this as well due to pot odds. Again, I flop a flush draw and two overs, and this guy shoves into me. Okay, so I have close to 43% here, and I also counted my ace as an out, so I have 3 outs plus another 9, so it's 13. It's 12 outs times 4, 48. Legitimate call, and I went with it, and I am a lockbox because he had queens, but I counted my outs correctly, so no harm, no foul. Now this is an interesting hand, with which I think I will close this video because it's a bit long now. So I decided to 3-bet from the button. I get a 4-bet from a very aggressive guy, and I decide to call and see a flop. The flop is 4-7 deuce rainbow. Now we are both deep, and given the action is clear that I'm the one capped, so he can have any hand up to aces. Actually, he has decent hands up to aces, so I think that this flop, if it has to suit someone in this hand, actually it kind of misses both of the players the way the hand was played, but if it has to suit someone, it's closer to my hand range than to his. So I decided to float here, and now the 4 of spades comes, so he fires half pot again, and now it's clear that he has aces or kings or queens, but I said to myself, I block aces, I block queens. If he has kings, I still have an ace out. If he has jacks, we're both deep and I can apply pressure on various rivers, or I also have outs as an ace or a queen, and I decided to call again. And now the 4 completes, and he checks. Now this is where something didn't click to me, because he had half of the pot remaining in his stack, so it would be an insta shove with any pair, even with sevens it would be an insta shove here, but he checked, so he kind of gave up, and I decided to step in with a pot bet, and he folds. Now yeah, I would have looked like an idiot if he had kings here, but if he had kings here, given the dynamic of the hand, he bets I call, he bets I call, he had only half the pot in his stack, I think he would have bet here with everything, because there's no point in checking here just for the sake of check calling a guy that's bluffing, because there aren't any draws here, there isn't anything that I can miss, so that was my thought process on the river. Spewy, maybe, I don't care. And this is the last hand, so 9's in the big blind. I decide to call, I flop an overpair to the board with a flush draw, and I decide to raise it, play it accordingly, and this guy re-raises me here. Now, okay, sixes, deuces, raise. That's a6 with a heart. The guy is pretty aggressive, so I wanted to put him to the test, and he actually ended up calling with a flush draw, and it was in the range that I said he will have. This hand is a bit spewy, but given the odds, I went in okay. If he had a set, I still had outs. And okay, so that's it for now, guys. Again, this is a graph, so very proud of this graph again. If you like how I play, just type CTO at the star search, join my table, plenty of money up for grabs. I spew a lot, so just look for me at the tables. Also, so tomorrow I will be making the episode 2 of the poker rent paying challenge, and I will be playing 2 hands Zoom 16 NL. So see you at the table, guys, and have a good evening. Bye bye.